So where the yarn goes around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm going to do 10 more. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now I have 20. All right, the first stitch is just a regular stitch, a single crochet. So you need to go in, you would crochet 1, chain, and then from your hook, skip that one you just crocheted, and then you take your needle and you put it through the loop, the top loop, and see from the back, it looks like that. So I'm only going through this one part of the chain. Okay? So you go through that part of the chain, and then you go hook the yarn, and now you have 2 loops on your needle. And to make it a single crochet, you pull 1 all the way through both. That's a single crochet. I'm going to do it again. And then see, you do so many chains, and you start practicing this. So here's the back part of the loop. I go through and pull some yarn through to make 2 loops. And then I pull some yarn through both the loops. That's a single crochet. So you go through that back loop, you go grab the yarn and make a second loop on your needle, and then you pull yarn through both. Single crochet. So if you're looking at it like this, you see there's a bottom loop and a top loop. I'm going through the top loop, pulling the yarn through, 2 loops on the needle, and then pull it through. Single crochet. So when you're looking at this part of it, these are the bottom loops of your chain here. And from the back, you can see when you're looking at the back of a chain, right? Here we go. There's a middle loop in the back. Yeah, we don't worry about that on a single crochet. We're just doing the top loop. Take your needle through the top loop like that. And then grab this yarn with your hook, make 2 loops on your needle, grab some more yarn and pull it straight through. Single crochet. And again this way, like that. Top loop, pull the yarn through so you have 2, and then pull yarn through both. Single crochet. Again, top loop, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on the needle, pull the yarn through both. Single crochet. Top loop, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on the needle, pull the yarn through both. Again, top loop, and pull the yarn through so you make 2 loops. Pull the yarn through both loops. Top loop, pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through. And so you're starting to have a row of single crochets. We're going to keep going and do the whole row. Oh, don't do that. I was going to do another stitch. We're not doing that stitch. We're going in the top loop. We're grabbing the yarn and bringing it through so you have 2 loops. And we're grabbing the yarn again. See how I went? So I've got this in front of me like this. I go underneath, from underneath, loop around and pull it through. Again, we're going to go in the top loop. We're going to go underneath and pull the yarn through, make 2 loops. we're going to go underneath and pull the yarn through and make pull it through both loops to make the stitch. So this is your prep part, making 2 loops on the needle, and then you pull all the way through. Top of the loop, from underneath, you go and pull the yarn through 2 loops. Then you go underneath and pull the yarn through both loops. And you go in the top. And see, I like to line up my yarn, so I'm going right there. I don't have to think about going underneath. Pull the yarn through 2 loops. Pull the yarn through both loops. In the top of the loop. Underneath the pull yarn through, make 2 loops. And then underneath the pull yarn through to make pull the yarn through both loops to make the stitch. Single crochet. All right, in the top of the loop, pull the yarn through, make 2 loops, pull the yarn through both loops. Top of the loop, pull the yarn through, we've got 2 loops, pull the yarn through both loops. There's your stitch. And here's our last one for this row. There we go. 2 loops, pull it through. There you go. And then when I get to the end of a row, I always pull it up so I don't lose any stitches while I'm looking at it. And then I might go through and count, make sure I have the right number of stitches. And yeah, that's your first lesson. So I would say do chains and do single crochets and see what you think. And let me know if you have any questions.